Live from PIX Plaza on 42nd Street, it's the PIX11 News at 4.
Some studies show that 80% of New Year's resolutions failed by February, but the key to achieving goals in 2025 might actually be something called micro resolutions.
Yeah, Marcello Pedalino is an author and lifestyle expert. He joins us with his tips for being successful in the new year. Welcome back to the show.
It's great to be back. Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Okay, let's jump right into this. What are some of the big reasons that I guess New Year resolutions just kind of like fall?
Aaron, the biggest reason is because people set unrealistic goals. So let's say you're the average person sitting on the couch and they say, man, I'd like to get in better shape. I'm going to go run a marathon by this weekend. Just got to slow it down a little bit and maybe instead commit to walking for 15 minutes after dinner for a month. If you can do that, awesome. See if you can jog a mile. After that, sign up for a 5K, 10K, and work your way up. Slow and steady wins the race.
What about those people who do dry January and it ends on January 2nd? Is that a micro resolution?
No.
Probably not.
No.
But so someone who wants, say, to eat healthier might overhaul, though, their entire diet starting January 2nd, as you mentioned. What should they do instead?
Ken, a micro resolution is going to demand micro actions. Okay, so instead of saying, I'm not going to drink soda anymore for the rest of my life, maybe just try to add a couple glasses of water each week to your nutrition plan. Maybe instead of saying, I'm never going to have carbs again, I hear that all the time, no more pasta, bread, or sugar. Instead, maybe just add a salad 3 times a week, or maybe just tone it down a little bit in that regard. The idea is that eventually you're going to have momentum building up in your favor where a few times each month, you're going to start making the decision to want to eat better versus having to eat better.
Okay.
Oh, you mentioned maybe starting with like a walk every day for 15 minutes. What should someone do if their goal is to work out 5 days a week at that CrossFit gym?
I would say don't do that because you're most likely going to end up doing too much too soon and you're going to have an injury.
Yeah.
Okay. What I would say is pace yourself and do 2 days per week at the gym first, whether it's at home or at the office or at the gym for a workout. What I would recommend instead, 2 workouts and slowly build yourself up to 3 or 4 after about a month, because again, you're going to find yourself wanting to do more versus having to do more. That's the key. And eventually you're going to reach this tipping point. Okay, this tipping point where wanting to live a healthier lifestyle becomes part of your lifestyle.
But I also say, like, there are many friends who are like, I'm waiting to January 1st to start working out. I'm like, we have plenty of time still in this month.
Now,
exactly.
Right.
To be more in the moment.
Right. It's never the wrong time to make your life better or to get healthier. Never.
Like, I want to read more books in 2025, so this weekend I'm reading 5 trips. I'm going to start his book.
Thank you for the plug.
So.
I appreciate it. But there are a lot of people who want to do, like, be more mindful and said such journaling.
Yes.
What's a better way to get into that habit?
Well, a lot of people say, I'm going to start journaling for 30 minutes a day.
Yeah.
And that's a tough ask, especially if you've never sat alone with your thoughts for 30 minutes before. That's a long time. Yeah. It might be scary for some people. So instead, I recommend start out with 5 minutes. If you can do 5 minutes and set an alarm, don't do any more than 5. Do that for a week. If that feels good, do it next week for 10. Eventually work your way up to 15 to 20, which is what the experts say is just enough time to get those mental wellness benefits and also reduce your stress. As a 2-time author and also as someone who's had a healthy lifestyle blog for 10 years, I can certainly attest to the power and the cathartic nature of journaling.
Look at you and the 2-time author. He's sadistic.
I
haven't gone through it once.
Well, you know yet one.
Some will say we live in a city that doesn't sleep, and especially around this time, there's so much going on. What should someone do if they want to prioritize their sleep habits?
Well, Arnie, I'm old enough to remember that New York was called the city that never sleeps. Right? It used to be a badge of honor, not so much. Right? We know, and I've been on the show before talking about the importance of sleep and getting 8 hours a night. Easier said than done, but start small. If you can just try to get to bed 30 minutes earlier than you do now. If you can do that, before you go to bed, also get off your phone and try to read a book instead. Or if that doesn't work for you, try to get up 30 minutes earlier. If you can wake up earlier, it's going to be easier to go to bed earlier. Go to bed earlier, it's going to be easier to wake up earlier. It's this beautiful synergistic cycle that allows your circadian rhythm to reset, and that's how you're going to achieve those sleep goals.
Yep, and that's how you stay healthy.
I love
sleeping.
Yeah.
Sleep is good, always good.
I feel healthier having spoken it out.
Yeah, and just remember, micro resolutions are all
Yeah.
about, if you want to accomplish something big, you have to have small, consistent behavioral changes.
Yeah, some of them seem microaggressive, though, in some parts, but I'm
There
kidding.
you go. Well, either way, Happy New Year to you guys and to all the
Thank you.
viewers at home.
Happy
Thank you
holidays,
so
Marcello.
much.
Thank you for joining us. For more tips, by the way, on how to live a healthier life or to purchase his book, Onwards and Upwards, check out his website. You see it right there, marcellopedalino.com.